Kilmarnock. Rangers send out the same 11 who then beat Kilmarnock 4-2 at Ibrox in midweek. Ali McCoist is on the bench. Well, Colin Cameron has been a big hit since arriving here. Apart from his superb play, he's top scorer with 8 goals. Alan McLaren returns to Tynecastle where he made his name. He played in midweek and hopes now that his injury worries are behind him. The referee is Bobby Tate from East Kilbride. Robertson and Fulton start the match, and Hearts hoping that they can turn things around this afternoon. Rangers have been a bit vulnerable away from home, having lost to Hibs and Dundee United and drawn with Raith Rovers, but they had 2 good away results at Parkhead and Pittodrie. Hearts, on the other hand, have beaten Rangers just 3 times in the last 20 league meetings here and at Ibrox. It's a big day for both clubs. Rangers have opened up a gap at the top. Hearts know they really must start gathering points. They made a good start to the season, but since the League Cup final, which they lost to Rangers, well, things have not gone according to plan for Jim Jeffries, the Hearts manager. Here's Gascoigne. It's clipped forward by Trevor Steven. Laudrup is immediately involved, but immediately closed down and immediately fouled. So Laudrup trying to get involved in the early play. Going to mix interception. It falls to Trevor Steven, who's quickly challenged by Fulton. Here's Laudrup. Rangers ball. Trevor Steven here, and Brian Laudrup being closely marked. Good play by Laudrup though. He did well to cut it back, and here's a real chance. And Ian Ferguson has a real blast at goal there. Laudrup did ever so well. He got the ball right to the line. It fell just behind Bo Anderson, who was being held by David Weir. And then Ferguson, so close. Shocking clearance by Alan McManus. Well, he doesn't know quite what to do here. Puts his goalkeeper under pressure. Rangers have possession again. And it's Laudrup stabbing it through to Bo Anderson, and Laudrup taken out of the play there, and not for the first time in these opening stages, and the referee will certainly take action here. Late challenge going in from Paul Ritchie, and a yellow card is shown. And now an opportunity for Rangers to take the lead. Again, Alberts is over the ball. Gascoigne is there as well. Well, will it be the deft touch from Gascoigne? It is. It's an excellent effort. It brings applause from the Rangers fans. Well, the goalkeeper just wondering what to expect there. Would it be Alberts or Gascoigne? And the ball clipped off the top of the bar. Good effort. Manus across to Poynton. And when they're looking for Fulton, who's in behind Richard Gough. This is Payet. Robertson. Good play by Robertson. Excellent save by Gorham. John Robertson did ever so well there to get in that shot. Good touch by Gascoigne. Again, Poynton. There's some questions to be answered, and there's Gascoigne's effort going wide of target. Well, he was looking for a corner kick here, but really Neil Poynton started all that, and certainly that ball took a deflection off the Hearts player. The referee was getting one or two things wrong here. One from David Weir. Pye is in there challenging. Goram wastes no time. Swept away by Weir, intercepted by Goff. This is Ferguson. Robertson. Challenged by Cameron. Robertson does well. Still it's Robertson. Oh, yes! Terrific goal by David Robertson. That's his third of the season. The gap opened up. He drew back that favoured left foot and let fly, and Gilles Rousset had no chance with 23 minutes gone here at Tynecastle. Oh, again, that pace of his carried him forward, but the gap opened up, and he just fired it with his left foot right across the goalkeeper. Super goal. Hearts 0, Rangers 1. Through now looking for Laudrup. Nice little touch by him. And good play by Trevor Steven. Corner kick. Well, they seem to have done the difficult part. But, he's got the corner, which is quickly taken. In comes Richard Goff. Superb header by Goff, and it was Stefan Payet who was on the line. Trevor Steven floated in, Goff had come in late, and that was heading right into the top corner until Stefan Payet got his head to it. Almost number 2 for Rangers. Cameron. It was in there from Albert. Hearts have it again. This is Weir. Fulton. Poynton. Flipping it forward. This is Robertson. Goff challenges. Well, McCann had a real opportunity there, and he knows it. But as Poynton flighted the ball in, Robertson was there just ahead of Goff. He managed to hold off the Rangers skipper and just touch the ball into the path of Neil McCann. And that should have been in the back of the net, and he knows it. Cameron. Robertson. Good play again by Robertson. He's having a good match this afternoon. This is Weir getting away from Ferguson. Well, that one almost dipped in under the bar. Andy Goram was a relief man indeed. It's a corner kick. 2 Hearts. It's excellent play there. And Andy Goram watched that one carefully and anxiously. It's another difficult one. The goalkeeper just punches it clear. Now it's Laudrup. Felland, Ferguson. Steven. Through by McLaren to Gascoigne. Ferguson. Trevor Steven. Through now. Looking for Cleland. But once again, you've got to question the Hearts defending. Again, a gap opens up. And that was another opportunity for Rangers. But Hearts have been quite awful at the back. And certainly Alan McManus has struggled this afternoon. Hearts have failed to win in the last 3 home matches in the Premier Division, losing to Aberdeen and drawing with the Raith Rovers and Hibs. So it is a vital afternoon for them. They're trailing by a 1-0, and Rangers look more than capable of getting another one. And here's Gascoigne, he might just get it. And the goalkeeper does well. Rousset did extremely well there. Superb run by Gascoigne. And a good effort by him. illegal challenge there by Bo Henderson and Neil Pointon. Well, angry exchange. And the referee is calling over the Hearts player. He definitely lifted his hand there, he overreacted. The referee is going to take action against him here. Certainly it was an illegal challenge by Bo Henderson. Things seem to have calmed down, but then there was an angry exchange. The yellow card has been shown to Pointon. Pointon who takes the free kick. It's headed away by Alberts. Come the two players again. And Pointon is going to be ordered off here. The Hearts player is going to be ordered off. And the Hearts players angrily surround the referee. Well, the same two players who were involved just a moment earlier. Bo Henderson was running onto that ball. He was clearly taken out of the play by Pointon. And the red card is shown. Pointon leaves the field. So Hearts are a goal down, and they're down to 10 men. And they clearly caught the Rangers player. Well, it's been an unhappy first half for Hearts. Defensively, they have not played well. And now just 10 men, the half-time whistle sounds. So it was David Robertson who made the breakthrough for Rangers after 23 minutes. The gap opened up, he went for it and hit a crisp left-foot shot beyond Gilles Rousset. And then 28 minutes, Richard Gough had a real chance. He came in with a late run, got in an excellent header. And Stephen Pye was there to knock the ball over the bar. Hearts' best chance came after 31 minutes. Pointon had lobbed the ball forward. Robertson held off Gough, teed it up for McCann, but he sent it over the top. At Tynecastle, it's Hearts 0, Rangers 1. Well, Rangers have won just twice in the last 6 league visits here, but things looking good for them this afternoon. A goal ahead, and Neil Pointon has been ordered off. The second time, in fact, he's been ordered off against Rangers this season. He was one of the Ibrox 4 in that infamous match a few months back, along with Bruno, Ritchie and Weir. So Hearts really have it all to do, but there are no changes in either lineup for this second half. Hearts have John Cahoon, Jim Hamilton and Frank Murray, youngster, on the bench. Rangers have also gone for 3 outfield players, Petric, McCoist and McInnes. But Hearts will really have to perform miracles here now to get themselves back into this game. You just get the impression that Rangers will run this second half. Here's Alberts, Bo Henderson through the middle, Alberts! A tremendous shot there by George Alberts, coming off the underside of the bar. Well, he had an effort in the first half, but this one was stunning. It really does have a tremendous shot with that left foot of his. It's a free kick to Rangers, quickly taken by Gascoigne, but just too quickly. It's easily cut out by Weir. It's through by Mackay. It's Weir again. And it's a throw-in to Hearts. Well, these clubs shared the points last season with 2 wins apiece, although Rangers won the Scottish Cup final. And here's the man that punished Hearts that day. He could do it again. It's Laudrup! 2-0! That surely ties it up for Rangers with just 2 minutes of the second half played. And Laudrup makes it look oh so easy. He had to go well wide of the goalkeeper. He was being chased all the way, but he just rolled it into the back of the net. Laudrup picks up his 11th goal of the season. Hearts 0, Rangers 2. He just makes it all look so easy. Just get the impression though that Laudrup knows he can punish this defence now, but here's a break on by Hearts. Fulton plays it through. It's a good pass. There's Robertson. It's a real opportunity. Cameron's there, and once again Andy Gorham makes an important save that could have got Hearts back into this match. It was good build-up play by Hearts. Fulton sent it through to McCann, to Robertson. He teed it up for Cameron, and Andy Gorham comes flying out. And he's just so good at that in a one-to-one. That would have given Hearts a bit of hope. This is Weir. Nice little touch by Cameron. This is better play by Hearts. This is Robertson. And McCann tried the shot. It was Trevor Stephen who blocked it. That's having a bit of a go at the moment. That's a good ball! Yes! John Robertson! Well, it's no more than Hearts deserve. That certainly gives them a bit of a lifeline. Hearts 1, Rangers 2. And it was Fulton who sent in an excellent ball. The header come off the bar, but Robertson was quick enough to get the touch on it. That's going through to Anderson. Stephen. Ferguson. There's no flag. It's Alberts. Well, what a miss. Ian Ferguson from just a few yards out. I think Hearts players and supporters were looking for an offside flag as Alberts and Laudrup broke on the left. Flag stayed down. What an opportunity for Ian Ferguson. He knows it. Just the one goal he has this season. This is Trevor Stephen. Again, looking for Laudrup. Stephen runs in support. Again, Laudrup tries to go alone, but he was well challenged there. It's given away now to Ian Ferguson. Forward for Bo Anderson. Still it's Anderson. That's a penalty. Must be a penalty. Yes, the referee's pointing at the spot. It was clearly held there. Well, certainly McManus looked favourite to get to the ball, and when Bo Anderson got in front of him, he clearly pulled him. And McManus has been called over by the referee. That was a goal-scoring opportunity. Yellow card. Well, Rangers have been missing penalties of late. It's George Alberts who's going to take this one. Rousey's making a point or two. But certainly you wouldn't fancy facing a penalty from George Alberts. He's already struck the bar. He starts his run forward. Brilliantly struck. That's his 5th goal of the season. It's now 3-1 to Rangers. Well, the keeper guessed it, but the power beat him. So with 66 minutes gone, it's 3-1 to Rangers. Through now for Bo Anderson. He's very much in his own here. Rangers are getting players forward now. Still it's Anderson. Oh, good save by the keeper. The offside flag is up though. David Robertson is celebrating, but the flag was up against him. But again, Rangers built it well. Alberts and Gascoigne were in at the heart of the move. Then Bo Anderson was on his own at this stage. Trevor Stephen was coming through. The striker did well, got in the effort. The save was made by Rousset, and at this point the flag was up against David Robertson, who thought he'd got his second goal of the game. Here's Gascoigne. Laudrup. Leland. Again, Laudrup and Gascoigne combine well. Still it's Laudrup. Disappointing ball in the end. But still Rangers have it through Cleland. Well, he fires that one in, and that wasn't a bad effort. A little bit of swerve in that, and Rousset might have been beaten. But certainly hit with plenty of power. It was a delightful play there initially by Gascoigne and Laudrup, and then as Rangers kept possession, the shot was fired right across goal by Alec Cleland. Gascoigne. Rangers have the match well under control again after that spirited bust by Hearts. Here's Gascoigne again. Down he goes, another penalty. Gascoigne was clearly fouled there by Rousset. It's another penalty to Rangers. Played it through, took the return from Ian Ferguson, and the goalkeeper caught him. So, Gascoigne's recovered. And Alberts gets a chance to add to his goals tally. Well, Rousset went the right way for the last one, but the power beat him. So this to put it beyond any reasonable doubt. Again, it's Alberts. And this time the goalkeeper does well. But certainly, Albert's second penalty, again he struck it with power. But this time straight towards the goalkeeper, and Rousset stood his ground, and he made a good save, but he knows, he certainly suspects it's not going to be enough. Well, McCoist is getting ready to come on. See if he can add to Rangers' tally. So Rangers breaking forward again through Richard Gough. Gascoigne's with him. Here's Gascoigne. Yes! 4-1 to Rangers. They just tucked it away as though he was in the training ground. A great break forward by Richard Gough. He just slotted it through, and Gascoigne found the far corner of the net. And he's enjoyed that one. He thanks the skipper for the pass. Good breakout by Richard Gough. Gascoigne, you can see that, running alongside him. Gough just held it up, waited for the moment. And this is a superb finish right across the goalkeeper. Hearts 1, Rangers 4. Gascoigne again. Ferguson leaves it to McLaren. Oh, he's caught there. And John Robertson will be in trouble with the referee here. He went in late there. There's been a real battle going on between these two all afternoon. So Robertson joins the list. Alan McLaren has recovered. Rangers have the free kick. Richard Gough starts a run forward. Well, that just about sums up Hearts' afternoon. We've now played 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. The referee checks his watch. The whistle sounds. 3 more points for Rangers, who keep their gap at the top, and a superb goal by Paul Gascoigne to round it all off in the 84th minute. Richard Gough pushed forward, slid the ball through to Gascoigne. He picked his spot in the far corner. At Tynecastle, it's Hearts 1, Rangers 4.
I thought Gascoigne had a particularly good game against you, and Stephen seemed to play extremely well. And you were having difficulty living with him, and Laudrup man-to-man marking doesn't seem to stop him.
Well, Paul Ritchie played very well against him in the final, and he was doing well in the first half. Maybe the second half, Paul was one of these ones that were struggling all week with injury, and maybe it told a wee bit in the latter stages of the game. He's a very difficult player, but that's what you pay £3 and £4 million for. They're in there, and they're capable of producing some great performances, and Rangers are playing well at the moment, and they showed it today. And as I say, you need your strongest team playing well to compete with them, and we haven't got that at the moment.
So a comfortable win in the end there for Rangers, while Hearts, already limited by injuries, had little way back after Poynton sending off. We'll look at the key moments and the rest of the Premier games after this short break. Welcome back. So 4-1 to Rangers. Jerry, Hearts were toiling all afternoon, weren't they?
They were, but you've got to say that Rangers played extremely well. That was one of their best performances of the season. I think, honestly, you could hand them the championship now. I know Celtic have games in hand, but, you know, the midfield's solid again. Trevor Stevens back. Ian Ferguson's playing well. Gascoigne's firing again. You know, and Alberts, I thought, had one of his best games for Rangers since arriving. Players to come back as well, you know, like McCall and Dury. And McLaren is back in the fold as well. Strong squad. But Hearts toiled defensively yesterday, and you saw it from the early stages, and especially when David Robertson scored. Smashing goal by him. Again, give him full credit for it. But if you look at this Hearts defence, it just parts completely. He's just inside his own half. Just watch this. And Laudrup does well here. He pulls the defender away, takes Ritchie away. Mackay can't challenge. McManus is backed off.
I mean, it's a horrendous goal. I mean, if Jim Jeffries is watching this, he'll have heart failure. I mean, really, McManus has got to go and attack the ball. You can't just back off. But Robertson does well. Give him full marks for that. A great shot and a great goal.
And Laudrup, again, the tormentor of Hearts. I mean, Jeffries and Hearts must be sick of the sight of him.
Well, there's only one man that could have scored the goal like that, was Brian Laudrup. I mean, it's inexperience again at the back. The two youngsters there. I would blame Rousset to a certain extent there. Came out a wee bit too early, I felt, because McManus was getting back to Laudrup. He was caught in no man's land, but I mean, that's just a magnificent play there by Laudrup. Just slipped the ball into the net, as cool as you like.
Jerry, Hearts came back into it to their credit. One of the smallest men in the park, John Robertson, got his head to the ball and scored, and he deserves credit for that.
Yeah, they were down to 10 men, you know, and he battled hard. He had a good game yesterday. Quick enough there to get the touch on it. But, you know, Hearts asked an awful lot of him. He's up there against Gough and McLaren. But again, you know, the smallest man does extremely well. Andy Gorham's raging there, and quite rightly so. And that gave Hearts just a chance at that stage. You certainly thought Rangers were going to push out and score more goals, but it brought Hearts back into the game. It showed again that Rangers do step off the gas when they should go and kill games off.
And Derek, well, I mean, you've got to say to Gio Rousset, well done for taking the bravery pills, for standing up to Albert's penalty kick. I mean, who could have saved this?
Well, not many.
First one,
I mean, if he hits it properly, then the goalkeeper's no chance. I mean, it was a penalty kick, and I think McManus a bit fortunate, really, not to get the red card for that. Remember, he was last man there, but he just picks his spot and hammers it. The keeper goes the right way, but he's just beaten by sheer pace. That's the only reason he's beaten there. And remember, they had missed 4 penalties before that, Rangers.
He has a thunderous shot, doesn't he, Jerry?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Gascoigne, I mean, all afternoon he was tormenting them, and a tremendous finish after Richard Gough broke out, Jerry.
Yeah, my friend Gaza. It's a super goal. Good run followed by Richard Gough. But look at this, with the outside of the foot, right across the goalkeeper. And at one stage yesterday, he was actually doing his cigar smoking. But you know, it's an absolutely great finish, outside of the foot, right across the keeper. Great stuff.
You've got to ask yourself, what's Richard Gough doing there on the left wing for a start?
Yeah.
But Gascoigne, great pace again. I mean, they say he's not fit. That's a fabulous goal from him.
And Gascoigne and Laudrup all afternoon, one-touch stuff was fantastic, wasn't it, Derek?
Well, but they're class players. They are the two that make Rangers tick. We've said this all season, and when they play, then Rangers certainly score goals and play attractive stuff. Alberts hasn't played well, has to be said, for the past 4 or 5 games, but I thought he had a tremendous game yesterday. But it's all a one-touch stuff. But remember, this is when they're 3-1 up. You know, it's all lovely passes. There were 8 or 9 passes there, and it ends up with Bo Anderson. Really, a great save by Rousset, or that ball's in the back of the net again. But great one-touch stuff.
Jerry, what about the Hearts attack all afternoon? Not much to show, but Neil McCann certainly had a chance, didn't he?
Yeah, that was really the only chance of the first half. And again, you know, it was down to John Robertson. Ball pinged through to him, and he had to hold off Richard Gough and tee the thing up. But this was really the only chance Hearts had in the entire first half. They just cannot get to grips with Rangers. But I mean, who's going to get to grips with Rangers now? They're just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Again, you see John Robertson here, surrounded by Rangers players, but they spent so much of the day firing high balls. I'm surprised they didn't get Jim Hamilton on early and give him some support.
Derek, what was pointing up to? I mean, we've been through all this before about sendings off and Hearts-Rangers encounters, but what was he doing here?
I mean, it's absolute nonsense. I mean, to get the 2 tackles in the space of 90 seconds is a joke. I mean, this is a bad one for me, really. I mean, he took out the hand just to say sorry, and eventually has a slap up. And the referee's only yards away. If you lift your hands, you're going to get booked for it. And we're talking about 30 seconds later. I mean, he doesn't even look at it. He knows exactly what he's going to do. He's going to follow through. He has to get another yellow card for that.
Did Anderson make the most of this?
Well, he did, but it doesn't matter. The contact's made there. You see him turning his shoulder into Anderson, and it's a yellow card again. I mean, that's absolutely incredible for a player to do that nowadays.
And all over for Hearts then. They had a penalty claim, didn't they, Jerry Hearts?
Well, they had a claim, but I don't think it was at all. Richard Gough had been fouled just before this, and then he was shot with his pass back. But again, I think McCann made the most of it. You'll see here, I think Richard Gough just gets his toe to the ball, knocks it away from the Hearts player, and that's not a penalty.
Not much in it, Derek.
No, not at all. That was a good decision by the referee.
So, in the end, a comfortable win for Rangers, 4-1.